Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lauren, and in today's video I'm going to be making this little clip-on card wallet. Very recently I've had a couple of instances where I've needed my purse with me but I haven't had it. So I don't know about you, but I've got very used to just paying for everything using the card function on my phone, the contactless version. One of the instances was that I needed to withdraw cash, and another instance was that I needed my ID, and I just don't carry my purse with me. They're too big and they're too bulky. But this little card wallet is going to allow me to pop it onto my keys if I need to, or attach it to anywhere else that I need, and have just my cards with me without having a big bulky purse. So the function of this is that it's got a popper on it and you can just pop your cards on the inside. I've chosen this very cute floral fabric that I absolutely love, and it's really pretty. I've sewn it with a burgundy thread, and this is a really easy beginner's pattern, nothing too fancy or complicated, I would hope. So apart from a sewing machine, you will just need one of these hooks or something similar. You could also use a key ring. You will also need poppers. So I've used sewn on ones, but you can use the press on ones. Some fabric. This is a great stash buster, especially with Christmas coming up. This would make a great gift to get rid of all of your scraps. And then just thread, and I did also use a hand sewing needle to just attach that popper on there as well. Let's get going with the tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go. First up, you need to cut your fabric. You want to cut two rectangles 14 centimeters by 19 centimeters and one rectangle 6 centimeters by 5 centimeters. Okay, so once you've cut your fabric out, you're going to get these two larger pieces. This small piece can just be put to one side for the moment. You're going to get these, fold one in half this way, so it's lengthways. Measure 3 centimeters from the top. Oh, you want it on the open side, so not the folded side. So we're going to go 3 centimeters from the top. I don't have a chalk to hand, so I'm just going to use this normal pen because it doesn't matter too much on my fabric because it's really dark. And we're then just going to grab something with a straight line. So I've got a ruler here, and you're going to match up where you've marked that 3 centimeters with the center point. So let's just draw a line between those two. And we're going to cut that and then repeat it on this one here too. Once they're cut out, you'll be left with something that looks like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've given these two pieces a nice press so they're nice and flat. I'm going to take this little piece here and I'm going to fold it. So this is the wrong side, this is the right side. I'm going to fold it in half so the right sides are on the outside. I'm watching my fingers. I'm going to give that a little press to fold it in half. I'm then going to open that up, and where we've just made that crease line, I'm going to fold the fabric in towards that line. And the same on the other side. So you take this half of the fabric, fold it into that fold line. Do watch your fingers because it's very fiddly when it's this small. And then all I'm going to do is just fold that in half again. So we've got our two folds into the center there. Fold it in half again, lining that up nicely, and give that another press. So that's all folded up really nicely now and given a good press so we can sew that together. Okay, so now that we've got our clip with our fabric loop going around it, I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it about 1.5 centimeters down on this part here. Okay, and I'm going to clip that into place when I stop filming, so I would suggest that you do the same. So clip that around here, and this is right side of the fabric is facing up. I'm going to get this part here, and this is right side of the fabric facing down. So that loop is going to get sandwiched in between these two. What I'm going to do next, once I've clipped this in place to hold it all in, it's all lined up nicely, I'm going to sew all the way around this edge here, leaving a gap of around 3 centimeters here so that we can turn it right sides round. So let's do that. And what I'm going to do next is just take my scissors and just trim some of this seam allowance. I'm then gonna go into this gap that we left here at the side. I never leave myself enough room, and I'm gonna just flip it to push it right sides out. So let's do that and I'll join you back here. Okay, so I've almost got this all the way through to the right side. And what I'm gonna do next is just very, very gently put my scissors, which have got a blunt end, they haven't got a sharp end at all. I'm going to take those and put them inside the hole that's left and just gently, gently push out the corners so that they're nice and sharp on our fabric. And just do that with all of the corners. Just so gently, because you don't want to put the scissors through this fabric, especially not at this stage. So just feeling for all of the corners, make sure they're all nice and sharp points. So the only one that we've got left is this one down here by my hole. Okay, that's done. And what I'm doing now, this is my hole where we turned it inside out. I'm just tucking that fabric in so that the raw edges are on the inside. And here's what it looks like so far. So our hook, as you can see, is now on the outside. Our raw edges are tucked in. I'm going to give this a nice press with the iron to make it nice and square. Make sure all of the edges are sort of nice and straight. And then we'll come back and we'll do some more sewing. But what we're going to do now is where the bottom section comes up to here, so along this triangle at the top, we're going to do some nice top stitching. So we're going to start in this corner here, close to the corner, all the way up to the point, and then all the way back down to this side again to put in some pretty top stitching and keep that top nice and sturdy. So let's do that now. So we've got our top stitching done at the top there, and that looks really nice and it's going to keep that all in place. So what we're going to do now is going to just run a line of stitches down here, all the way across the bottom, and then all the way back up to this edge here. So we want to ensure, the important part is that we're keeping this pouch open at the top, obviously, so that we can put our cards and bits in there. So let's do that next. Now that that's done, it should look something like this. So we've got our nice hook on the end there so we can hang it on our keys or anything else that we need to. So we've just got this top section. So I'm going to fold that down and iron that. Once that's ironed down like so, if you've got any loose threads on the ends, you're just going to want to trim those off to tidy it up. And the last part now is to just follow the instructions on the packaging to attach your poppers. I'm going to do mine. Okay, so that's my popper all attached. Mine was a sew-on popper, but you can choose the sort of press-on ones as well. I do have those, but I decided to sew this one on. I'm really happy with it. So if you did give this a go, do let me know down in the comment section below how you found it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's really pretty and it's genuinely going to be really helpful. So I hope that you enjoyed it too. Take care, catch you in the next one. Bye bye.